had this conversation with a guy, and he was asking me some questions, which led to another and led to another, and I had to ask him, all right, so how many minutes do you take to do your thing and ejaculate? He said 30 minutes. I was like, what? 30? He said yes. I was like, oh, all right. Okay. So there have been many controversy about this topic. Ideal sex duration. Many people have been like, you should stay in bed at least 30 minutes. You shouldn't be 2 minutes, man. Blah 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 blah. If you are joining for the first time, a very huge welcome to you, and if you are a returning subscriber, I love you. Please do stick to the end. So back to what I was saying. Now this is something that we should actually take a proper look at. Why don't we look at it this way? Now there are certain responses from the body, especially during sexual intercourse. So that of the woman and that of the man. There are certain interactions, certain responses, certain changes that takes place when there is sexual arousal and sexual play, going on. So I like to bring this to our notice. Sexual intercourse is in 4 phases. Four main phases. So we have desire. Now that is when an individual, a man, a woman, feels like, okay, I think, stop thinking about sex and kind of want to have sex. All right. So, but the thing is, even the thought of it alone cannot really make you fit for it. Now, afterwards, we have the second phase, which is the arousal phase. So because you have to do this with someone, you don't do it alone. You don't bring yourself to the pleasure. You need someone to do it with you. You need to be aroused, both of you actually, because the essence of the arousal is in order to bring certain body organs to the particular state they should be in before penetration takes place. So that is where we have the foreplay. So now I have to address this. Many people are like, how long should foreplay take place? Should foreplay take place? How long should it take place? Should it be like 5 minutes? Should it be like 10? Should it be 15? Should it be 20? So the truth is, I want to tell you this for free. Take this from me. When you learn to communicate in bed, it makes much sense. I mean, every 1 minute makes better sense than any other thing. If the people involved, the partners involved, brings or are the type that communicates their concerns to each other, so we now see where foreplay makes better sense. I'm talking of the arousal phase right now. All right, so the arousal phase is the foreplay, like I said earlier. So partners that knows how to communicate their concerns to each other can actually take up the foreplay 10 minutes, 15, 20 at least. All right, because they know how to, when to do whatever. So it makes better sense, and it's every touch, every word, every move, it's more like novel, because everything is actually going the way you want it. I mean, both parties want it. All right, you're not doing something that is uncomfortable. You're not doing something that discomforts me. All right, so down to the next phase. So we have the orgasm phase. Now most of us are like, what is orgasm? Orgasm is when you get to the height of sexual pleasure. All right, so in other words, I'm trying to put it in a way we all understand it. All right, let's just say orgasm is when the penetrative sex is ongoing already, and now you're trying to achieve a certain height of pleasure. Now, I'm going to point out certain things that will help you as we go down the lane of this topic. So when orgasm takes place, there is engorgement. What do I mean by engorgement? Blood fills up the spaces of different tissues like the penis, the clitoris, I mean the whole vulva, not just the clitoris, the whole vulva, and the vaginal canal contracts the more and relaxes the more. So there is much contraction and relaxation going on there when a woman is reaching orgasm. Alright, so it's more like muscles are doing their thing. Muscles are doing their thing and trying to bring this lady to a height of pleasure. Alright, a height of pleasure, a height of sexual pleasure. And for the man, the penis is engorged as well. And that is when they experience what is called ejaculation. So for men that are concerned about their wives, partner, and don't just want to be the ones to reach orgasm and then wear their clothes and leave. So they want to reach orgasm and they're also concerned about their partner. What they do is they try to hold it in. But that's not what we're talking about today, okay? We try to hold it in, but that's not what we're talking about today, alright? So down to what we're saying. So now, after orgasm, the next phase should be the resolution phase or the refractory phase. What do I mean by that phase? That phase is when there is relaxation of the whole muscles and when everything goes back to how they were before desire and arousal and all those and all whatnot. Alright, so it means that at a particular height of contraction, severe contraction, heightened contraction, trying to reach or to bring this individual to orgasm, the muscles are also concerned about coming back and taking a deep rest. Alright, so many people want to go 100 rounds. They want to go 100 rounds, but their organs are also concerned about their health. So they want a situation whereby you're in your first round, but then you get to orgasm. Your organs, the clitoris, the vulva, the vagina, the muscles there, they are also very meticulous about taking their rest. So that is the reason why there is the resolution stage. That resolution stage is when the muscles take a deep rest, take a brief rest. And if you want to have your second round, you want to have your fifth round, you want to have your 10th round, for people that cares and have the strength, you can start again from the desire. That is, you want to go one more time and your partner is like, fine, let's do it. You start from that is desire. Then you have to go right back to foreplay, arousal phase. Alright, so now in a situation where at 20 minutes this woman has reached orgasm, this man is having problems reaching orgasm, delayed ejaculation, it simply means that the man may want to trust a few more times and see if he ejaculates and reaches his own orgasm. So it may cause soreness, it may cause discomfort to the woman, and that is the reason why I mentioned earlier communication. So I believe that I won't really put a time range for, if you ask me, like if you ask me, I would say 20 minutes should be enough, more than enough. Should be an ideal sex duration. But then some people have the strength to keep going. So that is the reason why communication is most important. So some people would feel like taking their resolution period, the resolution phase at 10 minutes. So all I have to say right now about this is you have to know your partner, you have to communicate. what is intimacy without communication? I don't know. All right, so thank you for staying up to this time. Like, subscribe, turn on notification. Bye.